play around with the lighting, but this is really as good as it's gonna get, people, so sorry if it's bad. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Courtney and I'm so happy that you guys stumbled upon this video. If you guys like me and my content, don't forget to subscribe down below. Today's video is a good one. If you love food, if you're trying to be healthy, and if you just want some new recipes to incorporate into your life, then this is a good video for you guys. So if you guys have been following my fitness journey, you guys know that I have been very cautious of putting good food into my body, trying to eat cleaner, and just fueling my body with good food and only eating when I'm hungry. And what I find for myself, everyone's different, but what I find for myself is that I tend to eat a really big breakfast and a fairly big dinner, and then just kind of have little small snacks or small lunches when it's typically lunchtime. I'm not a person that's gonna whip up a huge sandwich or anything like that at lunchtime. I'm just not very hungry that much. So here are a few recipes I want to share with you guys that I do eat all the time. It's not something I just researched and was this sounds good. This is something I eat quite frequently and I wanted to share with you guys. So the first recipe is my go-to quick Greek style salad. And I have been obsessed, and I always have been obsessed with Greek style food, especially in the summertime. I love chicken kebabs and tzatziki and all that, but I'm just making my own twist on a Greek salad. It's obviously not one that is you're gonna find in Greece, but I love it. All you need is cucumber. You're gonna need some cherry tomatoes. So these are just grape tomatoes. Honestly, you can use whatever kind of tomatoes you want. You're gonna need some olives. These are just black Kalamata pitted olives. You are going to need some balsamic glaze. You're gonna need some olive oil. And last but not least, you're gonna need some mozzarella, bocconcini. You can put feta even, whatever kind of cheese that you prefer. I prefer this, it's more lighter for me. And I don't know, I enjoy it. All you're gonna do, it's super freaking easy. It's honestly delicious. I haven't eaten lunch or a snack yet today, so I'll probably have this, to be honest. All you're gonna do is you're going to cut a cucumber, probably about this much. I like cutting it in quarters, little. Cucumber is seriously my favorite. It's just so fresh. So if you guys are that person that tends to get more hungry mid-afternoon, feel free to add a chicken kebab on the side of this. Any sort of protein that you want, feel free to add. So I'm just cutting up my cherry tomatoes. Love, love, love cherry tomatoes. Okay, and then you're gonna go in with your cheese. Honestly, it's totally preference of how much you wanna add, but I like my cheese. And now that I found out that I'm not actually allergic or lactose, your girl's happy. I'm a happy gal. Okay, there we go. So it just comes in I like the ones that come in little balls like this. I just cut them in half. Very light. Almost, to be honest, doesn't have much flavor, if I'm being honest with you guys. Yeah. Then I'm gonna add my olives. You're either an olive person or you're not. I love olives. Love olives. Not a huge fan with green olives, but black olives, oh my god, I love so much. Again, total preference. You can add red onion or red onion would be good in there. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. I'm just gonna add my salt and pepper. I love salt, I love pepper. I add a lot of pepper. A little bit of salt. Then I'm just gonna go in with my olive oil and give it a little drizzle. And then I'm gonna toss that up. And then you're gonna go in with your balsamic glaze. You can actually make your own balsamic glaze if you want to, but I just choose to buy it. And I just do a little drizzle of this on top. I'll show you guys. So I'm just going to put a little drizzle of this on top. Like that. And that's it. Super, super, super simple. Honestly, anyone can make this. and it's so tasty, it's so delicious. If you guys wanted to actually make like a balsamic, homemade balsamic dressing, what I do is just add balsamic oil, olive oil. I add a little bit of maple syrup just to sweeten it up a little bit, and I add some Dijon mustard, salt and pepper, mix it up, and you have like your own homemade dressing. So if you guys also want to try that out, you can add that as well. But this is super simple, super easy, and freaking delicious. Recipe number 2 is one of my go-tos that I have literally been having a few times a week. Super simple, and I'm that kind of person that just wants to try everything. I want a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I love making snack plates, and you can do honestly anything you want. What I like to do is add baby carrots. I cut up some broccoli. I'm gonna put a few raspberries for a little more of like a dessert at the end. I like to add cucumber. I love my cucumber. I add hummus. This is just the roasted garlic hummus, which I love. And I actually have leftover chicken kebabs, which I'm just gonna put on as well. And then I also usually add like a hard-boiled egg. At the beginning of the week, I like to boil like 6 to 8 hard-boiled eggs because they're perfect for lunches like this where you just want something quick or like a quick snack. You just boil them, they're in the fridge for the week, and you're all set. So I'm going to make my snack plate. Alrighty, there's my snack plate. I love these. As I said, I've been eating these like crazy. They're just super simple, and you get an array of things, which I love. So definitely try this out, super easy. And most of this you can actually like prep. So the hard-boiled eggs you can pre-prep. You can even like cut up your vegetables if you just want something super quick and easy. Definitely recommend. Okay, so next recipe is one of my favorites because if you guys know me, you guys know that I do tend to get a sweet tooth. But I must say, now that I have cut out a lot of sweets, I don't get it as often as I normally would. But nonetheless, I still like my sweets here and there. So this is for all of you guys who tend to have sweet tooths. This is my chocolate banana smoothie bowl. Smoothie bowls are so big right now. Follow these two sisters on TikTok and they make like thick smoothie bowls. They're so good. But this is my take on it. So all you need is some enhanced collagen. You don't need this, but I like to add it in my smoothies just for a little extra. It's good to have collagen. Next is my chocolate protein. This is just the Kaizen brand. Honestly, I'm not very picky with proteins. I just let Will pick them out and I usually have whatever he buys. Next, you're gonna need some almond milk. You're gonna need cacao nibs, cocoa powder. I have a half of frozen banana here and then 4 ice cubes. I got this idea from Mimi Bouchard and she always tops her smoothie bowls with yogurt. This is the yogurt I use, I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in everything except for the protein and for the cacao nibs. Something I also learned from Mimi Bouchard. And I'm gonna add everything except for that, and then I'm gonna double mix it with that in. And I don't measure this out at all, I just kinda eye it. If I'm being honest. Put about a tablespoon of cocoa powder. This is the brand I use, I really like it. Then I add a teaspoon of collagen. I'm gonna mix this up. I'm gonna bring it back over here and I'm going to add my scoop of protein. I'm just gonna add 1 scoop of the chocolate protein. And then I'm also going to add just a little splash of cacao nibs. I'm gonna remix this up. Looks like that. How creamy it is. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in my little, it is a little bit thinner than I would like it. So you can always add another banana or whatever you want. It actually kind of makes it like a dessert. So yummy. I'm gonna go in and add a tablespoon of this really thick vanilla yogurt. This is just this brand here. I think I showed you guys. And I'm gonna add a, definitely very sweet. You guys can do plain yogurt if you like. As for toppings, I'm gonna do half a banana because I feel like the toppings kind of make it, you know? I'm just gonna add a little bit of coconut flakes. This is definitely a treat, guys. I love coconut flakes. I'm just gonna add a little bit of those on top. That did not just happen. There it is. It's very liquidy, so I'm gonna show you a better look at it. So that is my chocolate banana smoothie. So delicious. Okay, so the next recipe is my vegetarian spring rolls with a homemade peanut sauce, which I love these. Normally what I do is I'll make a few of them, like anywhere from like 6 to 10 of them, and then I'll make them at the beginning of the week. I'll prep them and then I'll be able to snack on them throughout the whole week. Very quick, very easy. I'll show you guys what I have. So these are the wraps that I use. I think I have like 4 left, so I'm only making 4, but these are just the Blue Dragon spring roll wraps. These are the ones I love. I have tried other brands, but these are the ones that are the best. I always put cucumber in it. I like to throw some peppers, either red or yellow pepper, carrots, and that's honestly all I'm gonna throw in it now. Sometimes I'll throw in cabbage, sometimes I'll throw in lettuce, sometimes I'll throw in, honestly, any vegetable would be delicious. The way that I make these is I make sure that I'm cutting up the vegetables really, really small, almost like you're grating them. Like I'm definitely gonna grate the carrots, but as for the cucumber, this is what I'll show you how small I make them. So cut it like this. There's probably an easier way to cut these if you have the right tools, but this is just the way I do it. It does take some time, but again, if you're prepping these, it's quick and easy. You pull them out of the fridge and you're good to go. I hope you guys can see that, but I cut them so they're cut like that. And then I go the other way and I make very small, very, very small pieces. I make small pieces so they kind of look like this, because you don't want something like big in your wrap, right? Like you want small pieces. This is what the cucumber looks like. Fairly thin sliced. That's the way I like it. And then normally I would have the large carrots for this, but today we're doing just the baby carrots, and I'm just going to grate it like this. Works the same, you just gotta be careful you don't fucking grate your nails off. The best thing about these is you can literally add whatever you would like. You can even add like tofu in these wraps, or like any sort of protein if you wanted to. It's honestly just preference. I like fresh spring roll wraps. I just like them the best. Carrots, I'm just making it easier and putting it on one plate, but if I'd be taking my time, I'd put it on individual plates, just so when I'm filling the wraps, they're all, you know, evenly distributed in the wraps. So now I'm gonna go with my pepper, and I'm going to take half of it, that, and again, just making sure I'm cutting these pieces very small. There's gotta be an easier way to do this, but now that the vegetables are cut up, I guess we'll go into the sauce. I didn't come up with a sauce on my own, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of pulled it up on the internet, and I am gonna try to come up with my own version of it. For now, I'm just using one online. I'll link the one down below the one that I'm using. So all you need is peanut butter. I'm just using this one from Costco because it's the one we have right now. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of that in. This is the one. Tablespoon of that in. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of soy sauce. Again, I know this isn't like the best, but kind of eye it out. I'm gonna add a little bit of lime juice. I prefer freshly squeezed lime juice, but this is just easy right now. Maple syrup. I'm only adding a little bit because there's sugar already in the peanut butter, so I'm just literally adding a teeny tiny drop. And then I'm just going to mix it up. If you feel like you need to thin it out, just add a little bit of water. Let's see. I feel like I definitely need to thin it up. So I just added a little bit of water, and I'm just going to Mix it till it's thinned out. Taste it as you go and add what you feel like you need to add. So that's consistency you kind of want, like very watery. And now you are just going to assemble your wraps. So what I do is I just take a wrap, I fully submerge it in water. This is my veggies, so I'm just gonna go in and add my veggies. I like to go in and add a touch of salt, pepper. You can add as many veggies as you want or as little, it's completely up to you. I'm gonna roll it up. So what I do is I put in one end like this. I put in the other end. Everyone has their own method to do rolling their papers, but this is what I like to do. And then I flip it and then I tightly wrap it. And it looks like that. There's another one. Alrighty guys, so that is it for my 4 go-to recipes. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I will link all of the instructions and ingredients down below so you guys can try them out yourself. With that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.